Hey guys, it's Not Lammers from Invoked 101, and today I wanted to talk about what happened last night at the Fayetteville UDS. I didn't get to film there. I just didn't bring my camera. That wasn't an issue. But I did want to talk about like what happened and how it was handled and how things went with it, and how I actually ended up winning the Fayetteville UDS. So it was a UDS qualifier. We actually got 4 entry. We didn't get lanyards, but for top 8 we did get lanyards. So we have the top 8 lanyard for the UDS qualifier. So on one side it says UDS, and then on the other side it says, I think this red side, it says UDS qualifier. So that's nice. I like that a lot. That's top 8. I'll go grab the other items that I got from the UDS event real quick. So along with the top 8 lanyard for getting top 8, you also get a UDS top 8 pin. And I really like buttons and pins and badges, so this is really cool. I love this thing. This is really cool. It's a little dual disc. And again, for winning the event, you get the UDS qualifier Blue Eyes White Dragon UDS winners pin. So very cool. It says UDS 008 on it. Ultimate Duelist Qualifier winner. Has the Blue Eyes White Dragon on there. Very nice metal pin. This one says UDS Qualifier Top Cut UDS 007 on it. So there you go. I had to grab one more thing. Before I actually go into what happened at the event. So that's all the stuff that we got. We got the top 8 pin, the winner's pin, and the top 8 lanyard. So what happened at the UDS? So me and my girlfriend, who you've seen on the channel a few times, we walked into the store a few hours early. We walked in there at around 5, and we asked, hey, what was going on with the UDS, how much that was, like all the information about it. The guy running the store for that day was actually a Magic the Gathering player who knew nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! And wasn't completely informed about the UDS, which kind of sucks. And so we're like, all right, well, we'll be back later. So we left. We went to our other local card shop, Dragon's Keep, and we told some people there. And so at around 6:30, we headed over to the UDS place where they were hosting that. And so we go there. There's about 5 of us there. A couple other people show up, but they leave before it starts. We turn it and we start turning in our deck lists. So there's 5 of us total. Which I don't even know if that was like enough, but we did have a bracket. The guy, we all turned in our deck lists, and I asked if we were allowed to use cards out of Cybernetic Horizon. He says he doesn't know. He says it doesn't matter. So I go, all right. So I decide I'm going to play Cyber Dragons. So if Cyber Dragons weren't allowed at this UDS, oh no, I guess whatever. So I play Cyber Dragons for the event. There's another guy playing Goki, there's a guy playing Blue Eyes, and there's a guy playing Sky Striker, and then there's another guy playing Trickstar, and then I'm playing Cyber Dragon. So that's the deck lists that were being played here. My girlfriend decides to start the bracket. She actually takes a dice, numbers each player, and then rolls the dice to do start matchups. She also does it to see who gets the bye. And with that, she created a bracket, a round-robin bracket, which my first matchup was against Blue Eyes, which I opened Power Bond both games and was able to Power Bond OTK, so that was nice. Game 2, or match 2, I got put up against Goki, Goki Nightmare. And Cyber Dragons just have an inherent like better play against that. He normal summoned a certain card, instant fusioned into the level 3 warrior, made MX Saber Invoker, and then whenever he went to go do that, I infinite impermanenced it, so he wasn't able to do the play, so he just passed, and then I was able to game him in the next turn. Game 2, he went first again, and he actually he wanted to extra link me, but he couldn't, so he didn't put anything in the extra monster zones, but he filled up the entire board, and he gumblered me. He made me discard 2, but I still had a Cyber Dragon Core and a Cyber Emergency in my graveyard, and I discard a Cyber Dragon. So, he passed turn, Trigate can't negate anything on my turn, so I activate Cyber Emergency out of my hand, search Altanin, and then I summon Altanin to board wipe, which is one of the things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show you guys my deck list. Because like I said I wasn't playing Altanin last time in the deck list, so I'll just show you what's different in this video. And then I board wipe him, made core, turned those into Zeger, and he had no cards in hand, so I was just able to just keep Zegering him, and he passed and he conceded. So, and then game 3 I got put up against Sky Striker, the only other undefeated person at that point. And so game 1 I just overpower him because I had more cards in my hand. I was able to consistently keep 4 cards while he was only able to really keep 2 cards in his hand. And I kept stealing his Sky Strikers because Sky Striker has a really weak matchup against Cyber Dragons since their extra deck monsters not only are weak to Mega Fleet, but they're also weak to Fortress because they're machines. So they just have an inherent disadvantage. So after game 1, I draw my 5 and he draws his 5 and he goes, you know what? Take, and he's like, you know, I don't think I can win. So he concedes, and so I took so I went 3-0 the entire for the event. And because of that, I got the winner's pin. Since only 5 of us showed up, we all got UDS lanyards, and we all got. Actually, there was a 6th guy. He showed up late, and there was a 6th guy, but he showed up late, so he didn't play. And we all got the top 8 dual disc pins, but only I got the winner pin. So very cool pin, very nice little UDS winners pin. I like it a lot. And because we have no actual judges in our area, we have one, but he wasn't able to come to the event. Because we have no actual judges, they ended up giving the judge token to my girlfriend for being a tournament organizer. So in the binder, on the front page now, we actually have her UDS judge token that she earned for being a TO at a UDS event. So there you go. And like I said, I'll show off what I'm playing different in Cyber Dragons right now. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about what happened at the UDS and how like kind of odd it was handled, how kind of poorly it was handled in a weird way. It was still pretty fun, like, you know, getting items, and also they gave us 2 packs of Cybernetic Horizon for entry. So it was a pretty fun UDS. I had a good time. Everyone else seemed to have a good time. So yeah, I thought it was fun. I thought it was great. What was sad is that they thought it was worth a Nationals invite, but even though me and like one other person were like, it's not a Nationals invite, it's just a bunch of UDS points. So yeah, so I should have like about 50 UDS points now because I've only ever been to another regional. So I should have about 50, and because winning one is worth 40. So that depends on if it actually counted because there was only 5 people. So if it didn't count, whatever, I don't care. If I got the items, which is fun. And yeah, so now I'm a UDS qualifier winner technically. So yeah, so I'll show you the Cyber Dragon stuff, and then after that we'll close out the video. So. Alright, so now we're taking a quick look at the Cyber Dragon deck. I'm actually in a different spot, but yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at my undefeated UDS Cyber Dragon deck. Just real quick. So I'm just kind of going to run through it because it's pretty much the same. 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Core, 3 Hers, 2 Dry, and 2 Veer. I still like playing all these guys at the same ratio, so all the Cyber Dragons are still played at the same that they were in the deck profile. The only real thing that's changed is a few cards, and it actually has a side deck. So one thing I did was I added Cyber Altanin. I actually ended up taking out Electromagnetic Turtle for the deck. I picked this up at the locals before the tournament, and I was like, you know what, I might as well play it because it actually is a board wipe, so I'll test it out and see how much I like it. Turns out, I liked it a lot more than I thought I was supposed to, so yeah, so there's the last Cyber monster, and then I still play the 3 Galaxy Soldier, playing the 1 Kaiju in the deck still. I still think that those are the, if you want to still play Electromagnetic Turtle, you can. 2 Ghost Ogre and 2 Veiler. Honestly, if I had more Infinite Impermanence, I'd run those over the Veiler, but just because they're better, Infinite Impermanence is better going second for Cyber Dragons, so yeah. And then 3 Cyber Emergency, searching cards, 3 Repair Plant. I still stand by this. I like Cyber Emergency at 3. I think it's not Cyber Emergency, Cyber Repair Plant at 3. I still think it's good. Cyber Rev System at 2. This actually didn't come up as much as it should. I just wasn't playing it as much. I still like this at 2. So if I had 3, I might play 3, but I still like it at 2. And then 3 Machine Dupe. This is definitely the way to go. Definitely always want to play 3 Machine Dupe. 2 Instant Fusion, which I actually ended up starting hollowing out this deck. So these are coming in the mail. I traded a guy for these, and they're coming in the mail. And I traded a guy for a hollow Instant Fusion, along with I'm talking to some people about hollow effect veilers. So yeah, 2 Instant Fusion, 2 Power Bond, which finally after like 5 years of playing this deck, I got ultra rares. 1 Overload. Some people play 2 and 2. I like the 1. Since you only have 2 targets in the deck, so I like the 2 and 1. And then 1 Monster Reborn, which now I'm playing. I traded for another LOB one, so that's nice. And then 1 Infinite Impermanence, and that's like it for the main. Like this deck is so that's why I was playing at this UDS in the main deck. I still like these numbers. I still think like I said, the only thing I really changed was the electromagnetic turtle for Cyber Eltanin, which I like. I like Eltanin a little bit now. And then extra deck wise, End Dragon, 2 Chimera Techs, 2 Fortress, a Mega Fleet, and a Panzer for the fusions. I feel you might want to bump Mega Fleet up to 2 and this to 1, but I think it's also up to preference, and like I really didn't see a reason to play more than 1 Mega Fleet, so there's that. Then for Xyz, 2 Nova, 2 Infinity. No reason to play other Xyz monsters. It just eats up space in your extra deck. And then for Links, I was playing 2 Seeger, because he's like the best Link monster in the extra. 1 Hippo Shinigami, because he's also super helpful. And then 1 Qualifer Genius, because he's also like these 2 effectively work as the same card. This one just helps you output more damage. And this one's just there. So Seeger's just good. But yeah, that's it for the extra. And then real quick in the side deck, and I'll kind of explain my side deck choices. I played Regeki and Darkhold because it's a go second deck, and there was really no reason for me to not play these. So I was like, so I decided to play them because if I really needed to try and board wipe my opponent, I could put these in as well. But with Eltanin, you don't really need to play these. I was playing 3 Firecracker because just in case we went into time. So 3 Firecracker. We ended up never going into time. 1 Gamma Seal. I'd probably take this Gamma Seal in the extra deck for the side deck for an Electromagnetic Turtle, just because I feel that is the way to go. I feel like Turtle belongs in the side deck now. I was also playing 3 Call by the Grave. I feel that going if your opponent plays a lot of hand traps, and this is a go second deck, so playing 3 of these is definitely the way to go. Then this part is actually a little messed up. I was playing 3 Lost Wind again, in case my opponent made me go first, and in the same vein of that, I was also playing 3 and the Band Played On, which and the Band Played On is just a floodgate that stops you from special summoning monsters with the same level or rank that you control. So this is like really good against a few matchups. Mostly I ended up only siding it in for Blue Eyes, and then I didn't go first. So yeah, this is the card that I sided in the most, was Lost Wind, because I didn't need to side these in. I never got hit with hand traps, so I didn't need to side it in. But yeah, I would take out the turtle for I take out the sea turtle for the electromagnetic turtle. So there you go, and that's the updated deck. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you guys went to a UDS recently. Tell me what you guys played with. Tell me if you topped, and I'll see you guys in the next video.